Welcome to the Current Affairs series. We will look at some important news material for Thursday, July 13th, 2017. Let's look at some national news. Workshop for promoting coastal shipping and inland navigation in India. So the Ministry of Shipping is organizing a workshop in Bhubaneswar, Odisha. This workshop comes under the Sagaramala program. Now the main objective of this workshop is to increase awareness about coastal shipping and inland navigation. India's 7,500 kilometers of coastline and almost 14,000 kilometers of navigable rivers provide the perfect platform for the development of integrated water-based transport system, and it is used for domestic, EXIM freight as well as passenger transport. Then the promotion of coastal shipping and inland navigation will help to reduce the congestion of the road and rail network. It is also very cost effective. It is 60 to 80% cheaper than moving it through railways and roadways. This mode of transportation is environmental friendly and sustainable. There are 111 inland waterways across 24 states that has been declared as national waterways under the National Waterways Act of 2016. Let's look at the next headline. Cabinet approves Road Connectivity Investment Program. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has given its approval for upgradation of Imphal Moreh in Manipur National Highway 39. Now Manipur is a landlocked state with almost 90% of the area under difficult hilly terrain. So the only mode of transportation here is roadways. Therefore, the road infrastructure needs to be upgraded. The fund will be provided as a loan from Asian Development Bank under the South Asian Sub-Regional Economic Cooperation Road Connectivity Investment Program. The aim of this program is to upgrade road infrastructure in Bangladesh, Bhutan, India and Nepal, BBIN, in order to improve the regional connectivity among BBIN nations. So these projects act as India's gateway to the east. This way, trade, commerce and tourism in the eastern region will get a boost. Now, what is this India's Look East policy? Well, India wants to extend trade links with Southeast Asian countries. Who's there on the east? Myanmar. So there's an integrated custom post, ICP, at Moreh. Moreh is a town located on the India-Myanmar border. The workers of Manipur who specialize in creating bamboo and wood-based handicraft items, farm tools, stationery, plastic, carpentry, etc., their items will get a new market from Myanmar's customers. So basically, to develop and improve the East India's socio-economic condition, India's Look East policy has been formulated. Another similar project has been approved by the committee for Solapur-Bijapur section of new National Highway 52, basically between Maharashtra and Karnataka state. This highway will connect South India with North India, which is part of North-South corridor of the National Highways Development Program. There's a lot of tourist places near Bijapur, Hampi, Hospet and Chitradurga. Even that will get a boost with the highway. And Solapur is a textile center, so it will get some economic opportunity in terms of trade and transportation. Let's go to the next headline. In the field of health and medicine, India has signed Joint Declaration of Intent, JDI, with Germany and a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with Palestine. So basically these agreements include cooperation in areas of postgraduate education, training of medical personnel, pharmaceuticals and health economics, prevention and control of communicable diseases, drugs, pharmaceuticals and medical equipments. Now let me tell you the difference between a Memorandum of Understanding and a Joint Declaration of Intent. So MOU is a non-binding agreement between two parties, meaning the matter of the agreement are not legally binding. You cannot sue the other party if the agreements have not been fulfilled. Whereas in a joint declaration of intent, the word intent is an intention that is bound by legal obligation, meaning you will have to fulfill your promise. That's why countries usually sign more of MOUs than JDI. Alright, now we'll look at the summary of PRAGATI application. The full form of PRAGATI is Proactive Governance and Timely Implementation. It was launched on 25th March 2015 by Prime Minister Modi. It's a unique, integrating and interactive platform. In this platform, everything is discussed right from citizens' grievances to monitoring and reviewing important programs and projects of the Government of India. So some of the famous initiatives like Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, then ease of doing business, holding meetings through Skype with the secretaries, all these initiatives were born from this PRAGATI platform. The aim is to start a culture of proactive governance and timely implementation. So basically it's a corporate idea, how in MNCs there is weekly or monthly meeting and all the issues are discussed. In the similar manner, government has taken this step. There has always been a debate that corporate cannot solve the problems of government because both their work cultures are totally different. because in a government setup, you will always find less than 50% manpower for any project, because the cost of the services should not exceed the revenue. Hence, a corporate way of working will not work for the government. However, some models are being implemented, such as this PRAGATI, because at the end of the day, you need accountability and deadline for any project's completion. Now there's a very famous news going on regarding Aadhaar privacy issue. I think you all are aware of the Aadhaar card. I think everyone has it, right? And if you know, the present government, the Modi government, has made Aadhaar mandatory for all the public welfare schemes. That's why you go anywhere, they ask you Aadhaar card. You go to bank, they ask you Aadhaar card. You go to ration shop, they ask you Aadhaar card. So everywhere Aadhaar card is required. So I hope you know the purpose of Aadhaar card. Just like the Americans have social security number, Aadhaar card is the social security number for us. And it is a very important card because this card contains your biometric details like your fingerprint and eye scan. Now there are some activists who have challenged the government's move to make Aadhaar mandatory. Now you must be thinking, why did they do that? So if you're aware of Article 21 of the Constitution of India, it says protection of life and personal liberty. No person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. So when you talk about life and personal liberty, somewhere in the middle privacy also comes. Though it is not explicitly mentioned that right to privacy is a fundamental right, just like how in the Constitution of US they have it, right to privacy. So if you read the 4th Amendment of the US Constitution, it talks about right to privacy. So in India, Article 21 talks about protection of life and personal liberty. So the word personal liberty gives somewhat sense of privacy. And looking at that, the people who have challenged the government on the use of Aadhaar card, they have asked the Supreme Court to actually decide whether right to privacy is a fundamental right or not. And if you see, this matter requires an elaborate debate. Because right now no one, even the government, is not sure whether right to privacy is a fundamental right or not. Even government has a concern. For example, if I have to provide you security from terrorism or any sort of malicious activity, then I will have to invade your right? I will have to go and check people. At that time, you cannot expect the people to impose or challenge the government against right to privacy. So considering all the aspect, it is still a grayish area. There has been no debate about whether right to privacy is a fundamental right or not. And right now, if you see, the judges of Supreme Court are also very divided on this talk. Some judges believe that it is not a fundamental right, and then there are opposite views. So today you see, you need an Aadhaar card for availing benefits of schemes like LPG subsidy, Jan Dhan scheme, and public distribution system, that is your ration shop. So for all of these welfare schemes, you need Aadhaar card. Now most of these government schemes are for the people or the section of the society who needs help from the government. Right, basically the meaning of the word welfare is where the government is helping, where the government is being kind enough to pull that section of the society upward. So initially the Supreme Court told the government that, look, don't make Aadhaar card mandatory, okay, because there are a lot of people who don't have Aadhaar card. So it doesn't mean that those people will be deprived of all these welfare schemes. So don't make it mandatory. So the government said to the Supreme Court, all right, fine, we will agree with you, we'll do as you say. But then for Supreme Court and for Chief Justice J.S. Khair and Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, this is a very growing concern, and big debate for them is whether right to privacy is a fundamental right or not. And once the Constitution bench decides this, then all other cases related to Aadhaar is expected to be resolved. And I think I haven't told you how Aadhaar card is an invasion of privacy, right? So let me just quickly tell you that. So basically Aadhaar card is a database of biometrics. I've told you that, right? It has your eye scan and fingerprint. Now having this information, it is just not enough to construct a profile of an individual. But on the other hand, if you see Facebook or the apps that you use on your phone, so today when you install a new app, it gives you this screen where they say that you agree to, that you accept a so-and-so condition. So by signing that, you're giving your privacy to a large extent, alright? They're able to see your messages, photos, emails, profile ID, everything, your location, GPS, everything. So basically you are giving away the permission for a basic game or some stupid app. And it is a no-brainer to understand that today with the help of artificial intelligence, we can collect data as to where you're going, what are you talking about, and then sell those information to the advertisers. And that is how you see ads on your Facebook profile, on your Google pages, and on other websites. So this is what happens when you give technology access to your privacy. Now people think that the same thing is going to happen with Aadhaar card. Basically government is going to take away the information and they're going to spy on you. Because now that you have linked your Aadhaar card to all the services of your life, now they can easily track whether it is your bank account or your scholarship amount, or whether it's your LPG scheme or ration shop, everything can be tracked. So this is what is a serious concern, because at the end of the day, you don't want government to spy on you and hound you, because that will definitely affect the right to privacy or right to liberty, which is there in Article 21. And now the Supreme Court has to decide whether right to privacy is part of fundamental rights or not. So anyways, that was the analysis of the ongoing Aadhaar card issue. So these were the important current affair materials that I found in the news of Thursday, July 13, 2017. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As usual, thanks for watching and I'll see you tomorrow.